to a video by the Rose System. I am Mia, and today we will be redoing my Meet the Altar video. Nova has given me a list of questions to go through, and so these are the same questions as before, and we will see how things have changed and grown. So my name is Mia. In previous videos, you will know me as Little M. I am 12 years old, so I have aged up since I had made those videos, and there are things about me that have changed. So my gender is I am a girl. That hasn't changed. I don't think that will ever change, but I am a girl. Do I look like my avatar? I very much do. This was a little bit of a tangent. This was not the video we had planned for this week. Last night we tried filming a video and it didn't work. So I stepped into the body and decided to film my video, which did work, except when we went to edit it today, there was no sound on it. Our microphone decided it wasn't going to work. So this is us refilming it and hopefully getting it edited before it is meant to be online. But one of the things with filming my video yesterday is I realized that the avatar was still me as a 6-year-old, and so I had to quickly go in and make changes to age my avatar up, which is why the avatar looks slightly different to the one that you were used to. It is just me as a kid, now me as a 12-year-old. What is my favorite color? My favorite color is pastels. I like pastel pink, I like pastel purple, I like pastel blue, I like pastel green, I like pastel yellow. I like my pastels. My favorite animal would be a phoenix. Last time I said it was a unicorn. I still love unicorns, but I'm a phoenix girl now. I still like my mythical animals and my fantasy animals, and so they are my favorite. My favorite flower is a daisy. I can't remember what I said when I first filmed the video, but my favorite flower is currently a daisy. My favorite music is fantasy style music, so that there is an artist. There is a great artist who does fantasy and pirate music and music that fits the different aesthetics of different groups of fictional media. So that is, I really like him and I really like his music. My favorite food? Strawberries. I still really like strawberries. I can't remember what I said in the first video, but strawberries are my favorite food. My hobbies, well, I don't really front much anymore, but when I do front, I do like to draw and colour in. Our drawing tablet is not working anymore, and so we're saving up for a new one, but I'm looking forward to drawing more pictures for you, because I've got a number of videos planned for you to watch and for me to make. What is my role in the system? So I used to be a protector when I was needed for day-to-day life. I My job was to front after little a and make it seem like we are happy and bubbly and all this kind of stuff, because we couldn't be sad without, or be scared without that causing issues. So it was my job back then to be happy and bubbly. My job nowadays, I am an architect. So I help manage the inner world and how it looks. So if an altar needs something specific in the inner world, in terms of they need a new room or they need something new, then they come to me and I will make it for them. I am responsible for the changes that have happened in the internal world since our last video, and I do have future videos planned where I talk you through some of the changes. Yeah, so my role in the system has been quite changed. I changed everything that needed to be changed, and this included dormancy. Before, dormancy was very unorganized and very, I don't know how to describe it. It was very dark and very much like a void, whereas now dormancy is better. I've actually made it a place where altars can live and rest. And they won't be disturbed by people coming in and out. So yeah, I make sure that the inner world looks and behaves the way it's supposed to look and behave. What is my relationship like with others in the system? I have no issues with anyone else in the system, but some people have issues with me. And that is because those people really want others in the system to be scared of them. And because I'm not scared of them, they don't like me because of that. So they like to try and intimidate me, but they can't intimidate me, and so that makes them mad. But aside from that, I get along with pretty much everyone. There's no issues with anyone in the system, aside from those who get mad because they can't scare me. Where do I live in the inner world? Well, it is tricky to say because of everything. I have a hut in the inner world. I've got a little cabin, and it's got my bed in one room, but in the other room it's kind of like a little office. I wish I could show you a picture, but there's not enough time to draw one, and we don't have something to draw on at the moment, so that will be in the future. But it's this little cozy office slash living room type place, and it's got a bell in it, and if an altar rings the bell, then I kind of teleport back to it, and that way we can have a conversation about the things they need and the way things need to be changed. So that's where I live, but I spend a lot of my time. I spend a lot of my time in walking around and helping people and everything else. What do I think about the channel? I still love the channel. I love the work that Nova puts into it. Nova is learning a lot about us because of it, and we are helping a lot of people because of it. I really miss recording videos for you, but my job was so busy I didn't have time to front. Now that things have settled a little bit more, I'm hoping to record just a little bit more. Because I really like filming. I really like talking with you all, and I really like everything about the channel. What is my relationship like with God? Jesus and I are best friends. That is my relationship with God. Jesus and God are so important for me. My room has, and by my room I mean my cabin has quite a lot of Christian artwork in it, which is really nice. It is really good to have God in my life. Having God in my life makes me a better person for not only the system but for the world. That being said, I really struggle to use the term Christian to describe myself. In early church passages, the term Christian isn't used, but the term followers of the way are used. So I consider myself a follower of the way, which is basically a Christian. It's just older language for Christian, but I prefer it over being called a Christian. The reason is when I was around to do daily life, I thought being a Christian meant memorizing your Bible verses and going to church and praying before you eat dinner. But when I realized that faith is so much more than that, the rituals became less important. And for me, the term Christian has a lot of rituals attached to it, which is why I prefer the term follower of the way. I still believe everything the Bible teaches. I still believe in God and Jesus and everything else. I just don't like the term Christian. What is my favorite Bible verse or passage? At the moment, it's Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. As he guides me through the valley of death. As he guides me through the valley of death, I will be safe. So that is the passage that is currently my favorite. Some other things to tell you about myself. Let me just think. I was going to talk quite briefly about littles in general. There is this This is a term we saw on Instagram. We can't remember who posted it, but this is not a term. This is not terminology we came up with ourselves. This is terminology that we got through Instagram. So in terms of littles and child alters or minor alters in general, they can be divided into age regressed littles and non-age regressed littles. So age regressed littles are littles who are mentally young, emotionally young, and have, when they are in the body, have the physical milestones of someone their age. So you see this with baby alters who can't sit up, or with toddler alters who can't draw or clean themselves, or you see this with younger alters who are learning to tie their shoelaces and things like that. Whilst I am 12 years old, I have the capabilities of an adult. So I am mentally 12, but I'm not emotionally 12. And I'm not, when I'm in the body, I'm not physically at the level of a 12-year-old. So when I say I'm 12, I am 12. But if I were to front and do daily life, I'd be able to do pretty much everything but drive and do our work, like our paid work. But I can do everything else. I can cook, I can clean, I can go grocery shopping, I can do all of the things that need to be done. I just can't do some of the skills that we learned later on in life when I was dormant. And I can't do my work because I wasn't, whilst I was around for the training, I wasn't a part of learning the training. Hope that makes sense. But I just wanted to talk about that because some people go, well, a 12-year-old can't be an architect. We can be, it's just we're not fully age regressed like other alters are. What else? I really like our new house. I really like where we live now. It is very good here. I know Nova's thinking about doing a house or study tour type thing. But we're not ready for that yet. We're still unpacking and everything else. But yeah, some videos I want to film. I want to film the Inner World update because I will be able to tell you what has changed. Because I was the one who did the changing of everything. So that's what I want to make a video on. And so to do that video, I need to draw all of the pictures of what the inner world looks like, or make a PowerPoint with pictures we find online for what we find, or what our inner world looks like. But yeah, if you have any questions for me, do put them in the comments because I would love to answer your questions for me specifically because that gives me another excuse to record videos, and I like recording videos. Thank you for watching. It means a lot to us that you watch our videos. And please know you are loved by the incredible God of the universe, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!